Well, hello and welcome to another reading from The Secret Language of Birthdays book by Goldschneider and Joost for July 3rd, the day of the Commemorator. And here we have us an image, or an illustration rather, of an LP record mounted on a shield. If I can get it in frame for you there, that's right. I'm assuming it's just a typical LP. There's no real shine to it, so some might not be platinum or gold. You haven't sold enough copies, have you? All right. Hey, it is the diecast stream here, so we're gonna roll some dice for you. Why? Well, I kind of like the idea of symmetry. That's right. So what do? You go out into the world and you look for the numbers 6 and 2 as you go about your day, making 4 and 8. Now, what does that mean to you? I don't know. Maybe you go down 8th Street into building number 26 and you meet the love of your life, or you find a really nice discount coffee. Who's to say? The rules of symmetry aren't exactly clear to me, but whatever it means to you, be on the lookout for a 6-2 or an 8. All right. Hey, is it July 3rd? It's your birthday today? Well, if it is, I just want to say happy birthday. And if this video is finding you long after that day has come and gone, well, I hope you had a happy birthday. But for everyone else who's just joining us randomly or out of curiosity, I want to say welcome. And those numbers apply to you too, if and you are open to it. But let's dive in, shall we? Your month is July, your day the 3rd, your sign is 10 to 12 degrees Cancer. Of the Cancer 2 period specifically, the first day of that period, and your quality and element is Cardinal, water. All right, July 3rd, the day of the Commemorator. July 3 people are born chroniclers, diarists, and commemorators of events and tradition. Many born on this day think of themselves as upholders of the rights of the common man or woman. True champions of the strangest and most wayward individuals, they themselves may just as likely be of a conservative appearance and habits. Many July 3 people seem archly cynical, yet on closer examination one finds that their cynicism is a facade sent up to hide a marked sensitivity. Thus they build a protective shell around themselves. From inside their fort they survey a world around them, missing very little of what goes on. Frequently commenting on what they see, they lay bare the little foibles and quirks of those they may pass time with, rather. Those born in this day are not only interested in strange people, but in the particular traits of normal people as well, and with unerring accuracy assess the eccentricities of the creature known as the human being. July 3 people tend to be highly philosophical or even removed from life, surveying it as a judge might from his bench. They can also wield the gavel well, putting an end to extraneous, discursive, or pretentious talk with quick dispatch. Friends and family of July 3 people may find them alternately amusing and imposing, but perhaps take them less than seriously. This can hurt July 3 people who need support of others but are often afraid to make a direct appeal for it. Sometimes they can go along for years hoping to find someone who really appreciates their thinking. As it is human character that interests July 3 people beyond any technical, scientific, or natural phenomena, they not only observe what others do and say, but also try to discover what they feel. Because of this last trait, those born on this day run the risk of earning a reputation as nosy Parkers. In fact, there is a bit of a voyeur about the July 3 person. So curious are they to discover what is going on behind closed doors. Those born on this day may go so far as to be interested in those areas which society regards as perverse. This can cause them trouble if they become known as practitioners rather than observers. Due to their sensitive and empathic nature, they may be attracted to questionable activities for a time, but usually reestablish their equilibrium and ready themselves for their next adventure. July 3 people are rarely bored, and as they find something interesting to observe in practically everything around them. Later in life, however, they may become overly discriminating, even jaded, and risk appearing snobbish to others. Well, hey there, Nosy Parker. Did that speak to you at all there? Let me know down in the comments. Are you a voyeur? Ooh, for a lesser or more extreme extent? Nosy Parker. I don't think I've heard that one before. Hey, let me know down in the comments if that spoke to you one way or the other. You may be an interesting person to meet in the real, right before the 4th of July, right? All right, hey, let's move on to your numbers and your planets. Those born on the 3rd of the month are ruled by the number 3, as 3 plus 0 equals 3, and by the planet Jupiter. Those ruled by the number 3 try to rise to the highest positions in their particular sphere, and are highly independent. Jupiter lends an optimistic and expansive social outlook to July 3 people, made still more idealistic under the influence of the moon, the ruler of Cancer, tempering their more detached and cynical side. All right, let's dive in to your tarot. The 3rd card of the major arcana is the Empress, symbolizing creative intelligence. She is the perfect woman, the ultra-feminine Mother Earth nurturer, who is our dreams made real, our hopes and aspirations embodied. This card represents positive traits of charm, grace, and unconditional love, and negative aspects of vanity and affectation, as well as intolerance for imperfection. All right, let's move on to your health. All right, yeah. July 3 people must work against their tendency to isolate themselves from the world. Their sensibilities must find expression in some creative pursuit or other. Furthermore, they should actively seek real human contact rather than only observing and critiquing people. The support and appreciation of family and friends is the best prevention here for illnesses of all sorts, particularly psychological ones. Cooking regularly for loved ones is a wonderful way for July 3 people to allow for such contact. And as far as physical exercise is concerned, walking, swimming, and team sports such as volleyball are particularly recommended. All right, let's move on to some advice. Yeah. Try to enter more wholeheartedly into your social life around you. Take part rather than only observing. And don't be afraid to let others see you into your inner life. Avoid adopting a double standard concerning observation and privacy. And don't give up your efforts to be recognized. All right, here is your meditation. All the multiplicities of spaces and times exist in space and one time. And let's move on to your strengths and your weaknesses. Your strengths, you're observant, you're truthful, and you're sensitive. And your weaknesses, you're all-knowing, overcritical, and withdrawn. All right. Let's move on to those born on this day so we know what company July 3 people are in. All right, we have Franz Kafka. He was the Czech-Jewish short story writer of The Metamorphosis. He was also a novelist of Trial and the Castle, or The Trial, rather. We also have Tom Cruise, the film actor. You may know him. We have George M. Cohen, songwriter, playwright, actor, producer, and director, man of all talents. We also have Ken Russell. He was a British TV and film director. He did the film or the play Women in Love and the Devils. We have Tom Stoppard, a Czech-born playwright. We have Michael Burton, who was a film director of Batman. Oh, I thought that was someone else. Ted Burton, who's to say? Let's see. We got Leos Janak, who was a Czech composer. A lot of Czechoslovakian folks today. We have Stravos Niarchos, was a Greek shipping magnate, the Onassis brother-in-law, and the owner of the world's largest private tanker fleet. We have Jean-Claude Duvalier, was nicknamed Baby Doc. He was a Haitian dictator and succeeded father in a fled popular revolt. We have John Clemmer, jazz tenor saxophonist, George Sanders, film actor, Gloria Allred, was a lawyer, women's rights activist. So we have Lamar Alexander, education secretary. Carlos Kleber was a conductor. Ruth Crawford Seeger, composer, folk music scholar, stepmother of Pete. We have Pete Fountain, a New Orleans clarinetist, and Albert Lares Camargo, who was a Colombian president. Louis the 11th, French king. Cornell, 20th century Dutch painter, and Dorothy Killigan, who was a columnist. Your season is summer. Your sign, once again, is Cancer, of the Cancer 2 period specifically, and your quality and elements is Cardinal water. And this has been July 3rd, the day of the Commemorator, from the Secret Language of Birthdays book by Goldschneider and Joost. I have an affiliate link down in the description for this book if you're interested in picking up a copy and diving in deeper, supporting old Goldschneider and Joost for the monumental task they put together here of doing every birthday in zodiac sign and zodiac period, etc. And it helps support the channel if you shop through that link, which I don't frown upon at all in any event. Hey, if it was your birthday today, I just want to say happy birthday. And for everyone else who joined us out of curiosity, well, I hope you enjoyed yourself. And don't forget your numbers. You got your 6 and a 2 for an 8. Get out there and get synchronous. Yeah, is that the right way of saying that? I don't know. I'll have to look it up. Anyway, I appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Once again, happy birthday. You old nosy Parker yote there.